Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be looking at a forecast for Cadbury Nigeria. If you look at the thumbnail, you can see some of their products that they make. You have Vita, you have Buttermint, and a few other things. Those are the products that come to my mind. So what I did was to take the first quarter of 2025 and assume that they're going to have a similar performance for the remaining three quarters of the year. And so if you do that, if you take its earnings per share of 2 naira and 62 kobo, you can estimate that they probably would have an earnings per share of 10 naira and 48 kobo for the entire financial year 2025. In reality, I think that these numbers may go up a bit more because usually Q4, October, November, December is a festive period. You have more consumption, buying of things, parties, social events. And so I think Q3, Q4, from September, October, you start to see people stocking up and all that. So I think they'll do probably push to 11 naira as earnings per share. Now, when I drew up my table, this stock was trading at 40 naira a share. So if you just take your 40 divided by 10.48, you have 3.8 as its price to earnings ratio. Now, if you use a 7x figure as price to earnings ratio, and that's the average figure on this exchange at the moment, it means that I have a 1 year target price of 73 naira and 36 kobo. So essentially potential upside of 83.4%. In reality, it could be a bit higher than this, it could be a bit lower than this. Like I said, I think I said in one of my previous videos, when Q2 numbers come out, which is half year, one can compare and see, okay, how is the first 6 months a particular number, we can estimate the next 6 months will be like this, or the second quarter was better than the first quarter or worse than the second quarter. One can kind of average out and see, then use those numbers for the rest of the year. Now, beyond capital appreciation, you also have dividends. A dividend this year is unlikely. Why do I say so? Last year, the movement in the exchange rate meant that they had foreign liabilities that increased in value in naira terms. And so essentially, this company is running on an empty tank. They don't have retained earnings. And retained earnings means that they don't have, in essence, a basket of past profits because the foreign exchange movement has wiped all that. As at first quarter, Q1 2025, had a retained loss of about 31.3 billion. If you look at quarterly comprehensive incomes, around 6 billion. So if they continue to do, say, 6 billion every quarter, it would take about essentially 5 or 6 quarters for them to to um, to turn positive. If you look at the fact that you have about 3 quarters left this year, it means that it's highly unlikely they will pay any dividend this year. The earliest you might get a dividend, maybe if management wants to push your envelope a bit, is they might say, let's do an interim dividend. But I doubt that because they don't have a tradition of interim dividend. So earliest you might see dividend is financial year 2026, and that means that the actual cash should probably get it sometime in 2027. But let's see how the remaining quarters of the year shapes out. So I hope you found this useful. Like, share, subscribe. Please note this is not investment advice or trading advice or financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Um, these are just my thoughts on these companies, and they can change at any point in time. I may not do a follow-up video, just depending on my schedule and time. So have a good trading day ahead.